They certainly were, and with good reason. This is a pretty serious situation here this morning. The local sheriff's office is investigating, and there's a good chance that the students involved could possibly be charged with a felony. Now, many of the parents at last night's meeting were simply shocked to find out what their kids were doing on their cell phone. And the hunt is intensifying for whoever shot up a gentleman's club in Tampa, killing one man and injuring 7 others. Now, we now know the slain victim is 21-year-old Marvin Lancaster. Just got off the phone with Tampa police about 30 minutes ago, and they confirmed that information for me this morning. Something else very important I want you guys to know. Check this out. Security cameras just did a walk around of the building here, and there are 6 of these security cameras posted all around the building, and there are also security cameras inside. Now, Tampa police tell me they will be reviewing that security footage to actually determine exactly what went on this morning. Scammers are working their phones to get their hands on your money. The IRS is warning you this morning about what to look out for. Now, people pretending to be IRS officials. Fortunately, this is a growing problem. If you remember, it's been just about 2 weeks ago that a guy was killed right here near 275 when another driver went the wrong way up the Ashley Drive exit. And if you remember, it pretty much shut down traffic for hours. I want to point something out for you guys. There are plenty of signs here indicating this is the wrong way. You have a no turn onto Ashley, and right across the street here you see 6 signs. You see 2 do not enter and 4 wrong way signs. So this area right here is clearly. This comes as we learned that St. Johns and Osceola counties joined the growing list of areas reporting travel related cases of Zika, and the threat is all too real for one Hillsborough County mother. A different mosquito-borne disease nearly took her son's life. At this point, investigators are still trying to speak with witnesses, trying to gather that information. Now, the call came into 911 shortly before 9 o'clock last night about a disturbance between 2 men. By the time police got here, they discovered a man had been shot dead right in his front yard. Now, you mentioned this is a very active scene here. They have us about a block back from where all of this is going on. Crime scene investigators are on scene. Gearing up for the gridiron matchup tonight. Right now, it's not only game time, of course, for teams, but also security working all around that. Investigators tell us that this victim was actually shot in the face. He was rushed from the scene here to Tampa General Hospital in pretty bad shape. At last check, he was in critical condition. Now, as you can see behind me here, investigators still on the scene gathering evidence. And speaking of fattened up, you know, a lot of folks going to get fattened up this weekend from all that great fair food.
Heck yeah, ditch your diets.
Yeah, excited about it. And of course, we're all excited about it, talking about it all morning. Can't stop, as much. That's exactly right, Dia. We got that information confirmed this morning. Now, investigators say it was around 11 o'clock last night that these 2 men came in armed, attempting to rob this place. What they didn't know is that that clerk was also armed. Let me show you guys something, some of the damage left behind from some of this. We just got a tour of the store right now. This is some of the ricochet and some of the glass pretty much shattered all over here. The shop keeper here has been kind of cleaning up this morning, trying to get things together. Now, throughout the morning, we've also spoken to a number of business owners in this area, and they say that this incident should serve as a major warning to crooks.
This has been a body shop for 60 years. I'm born and raised in Sanchez. My dad owned the shop on 15th and Lake for 30 years, and, you know, I'm from this area.
Joseph Quintana takes a lot of pride in his Ybor City body shop. He also believes in protecting his property and those who work here.
We kind of keep gates in the front and, you know, dogs at night, alarm, and, you know, it's just, you never know.
Turns out that's smart thinking. Sunday night at the Cut Rate Liquor Store right across the street here in the 3300 block of North 15th Street, Tampa police say 2 armed men walked in with the intentions of robbing the place. Investigators say things took a turn when the store clerk pulled a gun as well. Officers say in an exchange of gunfire, one of the would-be robbers was hit and killed. When police got to the scene, they discovered him not far from the store. The second suspect was able to run away. Quintana believes this incident should serve as a message.
We're all trying to make a living over here, and that the business owners ain't going to tolerate it, and we're going to do what we have to do to defend our businesses and ourselves.
And something I want you guys to make note of, these security cameras, there are about 6 of these security cameras outside of the business as well as a number of them inside. Investigators tell us that they will be reviewing that surveillance footage, trying to figure out exactly what happened here. Now, as for that shopkeeper who was here last night, we're told that he is okay. In fact, I spoke with the clerk inside only a few minutes ago, and he tells me that he actually plans to be at work today. He works the late shift, so he'll be in at 3 o'clock this afternoon. For now, reporting live in Ybor City, Rodney Dunigan, ABC Action News. You know, this is a very serious situation this morning. The local sheriff's office is investigating, and there's a chance these students could possibly face felony charges. Now, many of these parents simply could not believe what their kids were doing with their cell phones.
I guess it's hard with having a 13-year-old to know that that's out there.
Casey Hopper, one of a host of Lake Placid parents, still trying to wrap their minds around the ongoing investigation at the middle school.
It's sad, to know that it's gotten to this point.
The Highlands County Sheriff's Office looking into the actions of 20 female students. The possibility remains open. The youngsters could be facing felony charges for sending nude pics and video via cell phone.
That ruins their life. That's it, It takes one time, the guy gets mad and just sends it to everybody else. Your life is gone. It's like being pregnant. You lost your whole life. That's how I see it.
The school's principal holding an eye-opening presentation for parents, warning them of the dangers of not keeping watch of what their kids are doing with cell phones.
Children are children. They are not going to just make the right choices because they're old enough to do it. They're kids.
The investigation involves youngsters that range in age from 12 to 14. Lake Placid parents admitting this situation is a major learning experience for them as well.
I feel like it shouldn't have happened, and now we have to pay close attention to our kids and watching them on the phones and seeing what they're doing.
And guys, this story should definitely serve as a warning to parents out there, to watch what their kids are doing online. But there are a number of things that you can do to keep them out of harm's way. Now, the National Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Children says that parents should explain the dangers of sexting to their kids, tell them it's not only dangerous, but it is against the law, and also reassure your child that you will be supportive and understanding. But guys, I guess the most important thing, if your kids receive one of these messages, definitely contact police. And also, we were looking up this morning different phone applications that parents can use to actually track the messages that their kids. Good morning, Dia. This mother is actually getting the word out about all of this through social media. Now, I did speak with a number of parents in this community this morning. They described this neighborhood as quiet and safe, and now many of them are simply worried about the safety of their own kids.
Well, that's kind of crazy because I've never heard that, especially in this neighborhood.
Parents here in this Bradenton neighborhood understandably on edge, concerned after hearing police are investigating the report of the possible attempted kidnapping of a 12-year-old girl here in the area of 21st Street and 23rd Ave.
I see kids playing all the time. My daughter plays out here all the time.
The mother who made that report shaken and didn't want to reveal her identity. She says this all happened last Thursday evening, just after 6.
Somebody had attempted to grab my daughter by the arm and proceeded to pull her that direction down the road.
Thankfully, she says the girl was able to get away. She, along with a friend, had a cell phone and called 911 for help. Bradenton detectives searched the neighborhood. Detectives received reports of a drunk man in the area approaching kids, but no evidence he was trying to harm them. Until police can get a bit of clarity in this case, parents plan to keep a watch out.
I mean, I'm always outside with them, but now, of course, I'll keep a double eye on them because that's kind of scary.
And again, at this point, investigators here in Bradenton are still looking into these claims, but they say anyone with information should definitely call them immediately. For now, reporting live in Bradenton this morning, Rodney Dunigan, ABC Action News.